chcę spróbować czegoś nowego. Czyli pograć w grę. Pograć w grę, w którą jeszcze nie grałem. Slay the Princess. Granie to jest streamowane na żywo na Twitchu. Czego nikt nie ogląda, bo też nikt mnie nie obserwuje. Pierwszy raz próbuję też to robić po polsku. I wrzucę to na ten mój stary kanał YouTube'owy, który może ktoś z Was mnie poznaje, a może nie. Sorry, jeśli nagle w Twoich subskrypcjach pojawiło się coś zupełnie niespodziewanego. W każdym razie, Slay the Princess. Gra z zabijaniem księżniczki. Nie wiem o niej wiele, poza tym, że jest horrorem i mamy tutaj ostrzeżenie dotyczące treści. Gra typu horror nie jest przeznaczona dla wszystkich. Właśnie. Muszę włączyć stream. I transmisja jest włączona. Gra typu horror nie jest przeznaczona dla wszystkich odbiorców. Efekty migotania ekranu i paralaksy. Jeszcze mam ustawione tagi, takie jak Strategy Games, ale to nie jest strategia, to jest horror. Horror Games. I to, że mówię w języku polskim. Polski. Hurra. Gotowe. Jeżeli nie możesz tego oglądać, to tego nie oglądaj. A jeżeli możesz to oglądać i jeżeli Ci się to spodoba, mówię teraz głównie do ludzi, którzy gdzieś może kiedyś mnie obserwują, to napisz. Napisz. Lubisz? Napisz, że lubisz. I mam oczywiście kilka gier, których jeszcze nie ruszałem, a które są długie i fabularne i można byłoby nie przejść razem. Oraz mam parę gier, które są długie i fabularne i już je przeszedłem i bardzo mi się podobały i czemu nie? Czemu nie przejść by ich jeszcze raz? No i mam też parę gier, których nie mam, to znaczy mam je jeszcze tylko na oko. Ale cóż, kto wie? Kto wie? Robię to trochę dlatego, że brakuje mi japowania i mam trochę za dużo czasu na swoich rękach. Nieważne. Przejdźmy do tej księżniczki, która mówi nam, że niezależnie od tego, jakie koszmary napotkam w tym mrocznym miejscu, mogę iść za głosem serca i konfrontować się z nimi. Głos serca, bardzo ważna sprawa. Zwykle gram w takie gry zgodnie z głosem mojego serca, to znaczy no taki na przykład Baldur's Gate albo nawet Wiedźmin, gdzie trochę budujemy swoją postać i mamy do nich jakieś trudne moralne wybory. Zwykle właśnie podążam za tym, co zrobiłbym ja, tak przynajmniej mi się wydaje. I tego samego spróbuję z tym, ale wiem już po tym, co widziałem do tej pory, że to jest gra, w której będzie trudno mi się wczuć. I trudno mi zapomnieć, że gram w grę, to raczej wciąż widzę tutaj artefakt ludyczny. Widać, że jest rozpoczęta dlatego, że próbowałem ją rozpocząć raz wcześniej, ale również próbowałem to zrobić na streamie, próbowałem to zrobić po angielsku. Ale wtedy w ogóle nie działał głos. Teraz chyba działa, mam nadzieję. Zacznijmy nową grę. Bohater i królewna to ja. Oba z tych rzeczy.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Tak. Jest to gra typu prezentacja w PowerPoincie. Nie będę czytał jeszcze raz linii dialogowych po polsku, skoro są na ekranie.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Koniec świata to poważna sprawa. Ale zaraz, chwileczkę. Okay. O czym ty mówisz, koniec świata? Może nie pomyślałeś, że być może jedynym powodem, dla którego zamierza zniszczyć świat, jest właśnie to, że ją zamknięto? Dowiedz się więcej. Zabicie królewny wydaje się trochę nikczemne, nie sądzisz? Zapomnij, nie mam zamiaru brać w tym udziału. Nie przyszło ci do głowy, że nie mam nic przeciwko końcowi świata. To jest trochę dumerskie, trochę zgodne ze mną, ale w sumie zawsze chciałem obalć o monarchię. Nie jestem monarchistą, ale dobrze, będę trochę dumerski.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Okej. Optymistycznie.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Nie, tak naprawdę nie jestem nihilistą, czy jestem złym człowiekiem. No, gry powinny czasem zmuszać nas do zadawania sobie trudnych pytań, prawda? Wydaje się to trochę nikczemne.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Zgadzam się, ale nie jest to wciąż argument za zabijaniem. Ale dobra, o czym
I'm
mówisz?
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
W jaki sposób królewna zamknięta w piwnicy może zakończyć świat? Jeżeli nie powiesz mi, dlaczego jest niebezpieczna, nie zamierzam jej zabijać.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
Co się stanie, jeśli zdoła się wydostać? Chcę konkretów. Mogę wydać dowody? Może jednym z powodów, dla którego zamierza zniszczyć świat, jest właśnie to, że ją zamknięto. Ktoś inny? Niech będzie, pójdę i porozmawiam z nią. A jeżeli okaże się tak zła, jak twierdzisz, wtedy może ją uśmiercę. Może trochę konkretów.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Nie lubię argumentów o naturze ludzkiej. Ale dobra, pójdę i porozmawiam z nią. Jeżeli okaże się taka zła, jak twierdzisz, wtedy może ją uśmiercę.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And and the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
No, księżniczki są do ratowania.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Idź dalej do chaty.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Bierzemy to ostrze, czy wchodzimy bez niego? Okej. Wezmę ja ze sobą.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Teraz moim kursorem jest tutaj małe ostrze.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Albo mogę ją wypuścić.
Who's there?
To jest ładny głos.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hej, przyszedłem, żeby cię zabić. I może tylko sprawdzam, co u ciebie słychać.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Coldly beautiful, jako nadzwyczaj piękna. To nie jest dosyć dokładne tłumaczenie, ale się z nim zgadzam.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Kot. Jak w ogóle mogłaś o tym pomyśleć? Dobra, tu mnie masz. Nie. Jeszcze nie podjąłem decyzji. Chciałem tylko porozmawiać.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Okej, przykuta do ściany. Rzucę nóż.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine. We
don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Jesteśmy niekomfortowo blisko.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship, może raczej relacja niż związek, ale okej. Tylko situationship. Trochę niezręczny. Odrywasz mnie, ale Boże. Jestem tutaj, bo możesz spowodować koniec świata. Są ludzie, którzy uważają, że doprowadzisz do zakładu świata. Co masz do powiedzenia na ten temat? Jak masz na imię? To jest dobre pytanie na początek, prawda?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Lubię.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Czy wiesz, dlaczego jestem tutaj, żeby cię zabić? Przewrotny sposób zadania pytania, ale...
Do you?
Ja nie. Podobno masz doprowadzić do
Don't just
końca
tell
świata.
her that.
Dlaczego nie?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Nie zrobili tego i szczerze mówiąc jestem bardziej skłonny wierzyć tobie niż im.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
Nie ufam
Hopefully soon.
narratorom.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Mam do ciebie jeszcze kilka pytań.
Fine. What do you want to know?
Od jak dawno tu jesteś?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Jak miałbym cię stąd wydostać?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Czyli co, kciuk? Nie podoba mi się to w związku, podrywasz mnie, ale też nie chcę wystarczyć już tych rozmów, więc spróbujmy.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each
Nie
other.
trzeba było
By
klikać.
definition, we have a relationship.
Dobrze.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Waham się pomiędzy to zaraz cię wyciągnę, a zamierzam nadal trzymać cię tu w zamknięciu, przynajmniej przez jakiś czas. Wtedy poznamy się lepiej i zdecyduję się, co mam zrobić. Ale może przyjrzę się kajdanom, to jeszcze nie brzmi aż tak definitywnie.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Ma dużo oczy.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
A jeśli nie znajdzie się klucz, masz jakieś inne pomysły poza odcięciem?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Okej, czyli teraz ja też jestem tu zamknięty.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Ej, wpuśćmy stąd.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Zejdź z powrotem po schodach.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Jestem prawie pewien, że dobrym wyborem jest tutaj uśmiercenie królewny, ale nie mogę. Uratuję ją. Chociaż jesteśmy oboje zamknięci w piwnicy kogoś, kto nie pozwoli mi skończyć. Opuścić tego miejsca, dopóki nie wykonam taska. Zastanawiam się, czy to nie jest jeden z tych momentów w grach, gdzie gra tak naprawdę wymaga od ciebie, żebyś z nich wyszedł, ale nie lubię tego, więc po prostu ją uratuję.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Kciuk byłby dużo prostszym rozwiązaniem, a poza tym sam mam bardzo ciekawy manicure.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long you're able to crack through bone and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Człowiek po odcięciu ręki zachowywałby się zupełnie inaczej.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Okej. Wiele razy śmierć królewny raz ostrzeż ją. Ostrzegę.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Dobrze, będę się opierał.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Średnio. O,
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
ale ja umarłem, co ja tobie. Generalnie już po tobie znam twoje sztuczki. Mam okropne poczucie déjà vu.
A terrible
Coś,
sense
co
of
mi się
deja
zdarzyło
vu.
niedawno w
No,
życiu.
you don't have that.
Miałem,
This is the
mam
first
bardzo
time
mocne
either of us have
déjà vu.
been here.
Może powinienem sprawdzić, skąd się takie rzeczy biorą.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Udajmy się do chaty.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
Wink.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Okej, jest to w jakiś sposób zabawne.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ani słowem nie wspomniałeś o lustrze na ścianie. Podejdę do lustra.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Podoba mi się to.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Okej, obroża będzie znacznie trudniej niż z odcięciem dłoni w poprzednim scenariuszu.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Dokładnie.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there will be something so obviously useless.
Czy to miejsce dla mnie?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Mam tu zbyt wiele do zrobienia. Widzisz, jak widzisz? Jak sprawnie jest przykute, tak ją tutaj zostawię. Zostaw kulę w piłce. Usiądź przy niej.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Sądzę, nie?
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Usiądę tam, gdzie mi kazano.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Moje intencje. Byłem wcześniej, czy tylko ja to pamiętam? Co się stało po tym, jak ostatnio zginąłem? Ten wolny łańcuch na ścianie, co on tam robi? Co masz na myśli?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
Jestem tu, żeby cię zabić albo uratować.
There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Byłem tu wcześniej, czy tylko ja to pamiętam.
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Okay.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Co się stało po tym, jak ostatnio zginąłem?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something.
Wydaje mi
I'm
się,
not.
że może wiedzieć więcej niż my wiemy.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Ten wolny łańcuch na ścianie, co on tam robi?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
Piękny rysunek.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Jak mam cię uwolnić, nie wiem czy zauważyłaś, ale zakłuto cię nawet na szyi.
No, no. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that. She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Rzeczywiście tak brzmi najbardziej prawdopodobny scenariusz. W sytuacji, w której nie powtarzamy się w jakiejś
Though if she
czasu.
isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone.
There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Jestem na napisach. To nie dobrze.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Nie dam ci broni. Może nie pamiętasz, ale ostatnim razem mnie zabiłaś.
But sure, let's talk about what happened. Because what happened is exactly my issue. The last time we met, your body tried to kill me.
Prawda?
If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over.
Be a good girl.
And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're
Pamiętam,
aware
kiedy
that I'm not
ktoś
afraid to
nazwał mnie
resort to
ptaszkiem.
violence. If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she? Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others.
Or it's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course, but you should be aware of my position.
No hard feelings. A wiecie co? Będę konsekwentny. Konsekwentny w swojej uległości. Po prostu zaufam jej i dam jej nóż.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Oh, or he tried to take over her body. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No. Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage.
At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh.
So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches.
Oh.
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink.
Oh.
Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop.
Wracamy. Odpadła jej głowa.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Reward. Nie wiedziałem nic o żadnej nagrodzie.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
Wasting your energy, the danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy.
Zabierzmy ze sobą cholernę. O,
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids, then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to her? You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
o.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Cieszę się, że jestem godny zaufania.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
No, to znikło.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
Nie wiemy, dokąd się udała. Ani jak mielibyśmy jej szukać.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Okropieństwo. No, też często tak myślę, kiedy widzę lustro.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Nie. Strach mnie
I'm begging
powstrzymał.
you, don't do this.
Lustro nigdy wcześniej cię nie przerażało.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
To.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Co teraz?
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Nie boisz się, że znajdę sposób, by cię zabić? Gdy zapomnę. Ile jeszcze części ciebie muszę odnaleźć? Wysłano mnie, żebym uśmiercił królewny i powstrzymał ją przed zniszczeniem świata. Jeśli ci pomogę, czy to właśnie zrobisz? Nie boisz się, że znajdę sposób, by cię zabić.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
No, brzmi jak niszczyciel. Co zamierzasz zrobić, jeśli ci pomogę?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Ile zapomnę?
Everything, until we meet again.
Ile jeszcze części ciebie muszę znaleźć?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Nie boisz
I
się?
have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Dobrze. Dobrze, sprawdzę.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Kto?
You won't.
Okej.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Tak, i ja mam
You're
ją
here
nawet.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okej, więc tym razem milczenie ruszamy w kierunku chaty i po prostu to zrobimy jak najszybciej.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Czy w ten sposób wyciągnę jej jakiś kawałek?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Dobra.
The interior of the cabin is almost... The blade is your implement.
Bierzemy ogień.
You take the blade from the table.
Idziemy do kamerce.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Jak w domu.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Czołem.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Dobrze, sprawdźmy, co się stanie. Uśpić królewny.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Oczywiście, że nie. To byłoby zbyt
It's
proste.
over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Sprawdźmy po prostu.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that?
Puls.
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Uh-oh.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Czyli ma swój nóż.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
Si.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ale ja uważam,
I can
że
assure
to
you
robię.
that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We mostly listened to you. How were we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty... Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Pogadajmy o tej królewnie. A spróbuję zrobić jeszcze raz to dobrze, ale chyba nie chce mi się zacząć trzeciej pętli. Ale zobaczmy, co uda nam się zrobić w tej pętli.
Just be quick about it.
Kto zamknął ją w piwnicy? Co to za miejsce?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Zaćgała mnie na śmierć. Jak ktoś taki może doprowadzić do końca świata? Albo jeżeli ludzie ją zamknęli, to czemu oni nie mogli jej uśmiercić? Czemu oni nie mogli jej uśmiercić?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Jestem wyjątkowy.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Oczywiście, że
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? If anyone's special here, it's her. Last I checked, we can't get up from a knife in the chest. I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your... You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though. That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it. She just can, but she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Bierzemy ostrze, czy po prostu wchodzimy do piwnicy? Po prostu
Are we
wchodzimy do
really doing
piwnicy.
this without a weapon? You know she has one, right?
Once again, I'd like to remind you that she's unarmed. But you're right, this would be a lot easier if you had the blade. I hope you know what you're doing. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Piękna jak zawsze.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Exactly. She sounds threatening because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Wiem, że masz nóż.
A
Pozbędę się
knife?
gości, bo
What are you talking
pozbędę się.
about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Podejrzanie deskryptywne.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Udowodnij, że nie masz przy sobie noża.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Przekonujące. Pamiętasz, co wydarzyło się ostatnim razem?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly
didn't happen. Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Myślę o dimension hopping. Jeśli się zbliżę, to po prostu mnie zaćgasz, co?
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Wierzę jej.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who has the capacity to quickly arm himself? You do. So stop second-guessing yourself, go upstairs, take the blade, and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Nie mam klucza.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally... We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. But no, I have my dignity. Fine, then we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Dokładnie to się stało, czyli pamiętasz.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Jestem nieuzbrojony.
Yes!
Wyraz dobrej
Yes,
woli.
of course! Haven't you seen that I've only been nice to you since you got here?
Has she? Her words have been fine, but her general attitude's been weird and extremely suspicious. And I think that's what really counts. This shouldn't even be a question. She absolutely has not been nice to you.
Wolałbym nie
But
powtarzać
if we kill
pozabijania
each
się.
other, then why are we here? Right now. Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Wiem, że jesteś na mnie zła, ale powinniśmy zapomnieć o tym, co było.
But I'm not mad at you, so please stop standing so far out of reach.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Może będziemy wobec siebie szczerzy. Przybyłem tutaj, żeby powstrzymać cię przed zniszczeniem świata, a potem dźgnąłem cię w serce i ty zmartwychwstałaś i mnie zabiłaś.
That doesn't sound like me. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored?
Ja też.
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. Shit.
In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all. How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm. Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. That won't stop us from trying. Run, 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 run! You sprint for the stairs, but I wasn't exaggerating when I said she was running at you with a terrifying speed you couldn't hope to outpace. We don't make it, do we?
Nie uda się.
No. You feel her blade in your back before you make it to the first stair.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okej.
With a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bez wyjścia.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Who cares about cards? You're all acting like this is about winning and losing, while this is actually about having fun.
Is this fun for you? It's not fun for me. I don't like being sliced to pieces. Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Then we throw it out the window.
What?
That blade is the only edge we have. We are not. Too late, because we already did it, didn't we?
Fortunately for the rest of you, and for me, and for the sake of the world, yes.
That is horribly unfair. He shouldn't be allowed to just do things like that. You were the one who made us pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out how to do things.
What's done is done. I suggest you make the best of it. You're all so mad at each other. I'm just going to sit here quietly in the corner. You can be the ones to figure out what to do. So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. If it's so keen on hiding from us, whatever it has must be real good. Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Expression.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. As your body tumbles onto the basement landing, the form of the princess comes into view, wryly smiling at you from a distance.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. And you still don't have a weapon. That's funny! That's a joke! I'm going to kill you now.
Yes, that was extremely silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea. That was you. I know, I'm just trying to add some levity to this. Well, since all of this was your idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it? Oh, guys like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that. I decided to pick up that blade, and you decided to throw it out the window.
This is why we've already lost. Can't even stop bickering with ourselves. How are we supposed to beat her without a weapon? She's so sharp.
Jest taka ostra.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain claps.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Alright, I'm out of ideas. What are we doing?
Spróbuję z nią flirtować.
Now that is an interesting move. Interesting? It's disgusting. No, don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
I can fix her.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
I can fix her.
Of course we do. I'm into it. The one making the decisions is into it. Are you not? I don't think so. I don't know. I could go either way, honestly.
She doesn't want us.
You're just saying that because you want her to be into you.
I know. I thought I was being obvious.
Może postawisz mi kolację, zanim mnie zatkasz. Jest najkrótsza i
A
najśmieszniejsza.
rosy blush flushes in the princess's cheeks, and a wide grin cuts across her face.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too.
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
But why mess around with appetizers when the main course is right here?
Or not?
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks, the princess closes the distance between you and skewers you. Ow.
Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died. Right? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead, and that's all we'll ever be. Dead dead, dead, dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? I don't actually know how to answer that question. I think he means how many times have we died? Yes, that. Oh, I've lost count, to be honest.
I haven't. It's 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We'll win her heart eventually.
No, w końcu na pewno się uda.
Come on, show me something new.
Nie wiem, coś lepszego. Nie udaje ci się jej znowu ginie się znowu i znowu. Twoja pamięć zanika, gdy przeskakujesz z życia do życia. Zostają tylko strzałki konfliktu, który ma miejsce.
None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you. More noise isn't helping, it's just making it harder to focus. Just keep dodging, just keep dodging, just keep dodging. She skewers you.
What's the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give. We don't even have a weapon. Yeah, some clod threw it out the window. Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done that. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We lasted a little longer. Barely. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? Fine. One last time. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die. Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Ha. Podoba mi się, jak to tego przyspieszyło i może jeszcze troszkę. Może jeszcze chwila się.
No steel claw, though. Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, universe. A sick, sick joke. If it's gone for good, then maybe we never actually needed it. That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it. Yeah, mind over matter. Who needs violence when you have love? Who needs love when you've mastered yourself?
Who needs anything when we don't matter?
Well, boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to see how this ends. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
It's not bad.
Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. I'd say we bow down to her right now if that had ever even slightly worked for us.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. All right, what just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once. This worked before. I was able to make you dead before. Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and... That's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too? No, I'm the one who hurts you.
Jezus. Udaje się do chaty. No, myślę, że to jest dobre miejsce, żeby skończyć tą część. Jeżeli chociaż jedna osoba na tym YouTubie napisze, że chce zobaczyć co dalej, to nagram co dalej i też postreamuję co dalej. W opisie będzie link do Twitcha. Jest w tej grze jakieś lustro. To znaczy, myślę, że gdybym poddał się swoim najgorszym instynktom twórczym i chciał zrobić coś ambitnego, to napisałbym coś takiego. Bo chciałbym zrobić jakąś grę w miarę niedługo, ale nie chciałbym zrobić takiej gry. Troszkę zbyt przegadana. Ale coś w sumie ma. Coś więcej niż myślałem, że ma to na początku. Więc zobaczymy. Chcesz patrzeć dalej? Wiesz co robić. Wiesz co robić.